Happy 2017 Bitcoin year. Can you imagine? I think you can, if you dare to look the crypto market. Very beautiful news, but very expected, because now what we expect is going to happen, right? So Bitcoin price $1,024,024 $1,024.24 on the second day of January in 2017, just for the record. And this is just the beginning. So Bitcoiners, thank you. Cryptocurrency miners, thank you. This is all for the benefit of all, but the greatest reward to you. So, can you imagine how the world will be different if there's no secrecy, if there's no deceptions, if there's no lies? Can you imagine the world where you can just hear the person talking and you know exactly that he's lying or that he's telling the truth? So you would know instantly. Not because it was coming from the specialist or from expert or from scientist or from mainstream media that it means that it's true. What if you can imagine that you can come into any particular conversation and room where some big governmental deals are done, and you can just sit and observe? It would be really, part of the democratic and sovereign way to contribute with your energy, with your choices, with your idea maybe. Why secrecy at all in the first place? Why were we born in such a secretive and delusional world? So, title for today: what is secrecy all about? I have no idea. Honestly, when I took this deep inside of me, I cannot comprehend. I'm talking from my personal experience, because there's not a single person walking here who can lie to me. Or they can pretend. They can be good actors. That's what I would say. Oh, you're a very good actor. But you're not telling the truth. So, I really expect that many of us will start feeling like this. That nothing, what we hear, what we see on the news, on the TV, from politicians and so on, will influence our knowing. Is it true or not? And if it's a lie, would you be courtesy enough to continue listening these lies? Or you just turn off the TV? Or you tell them, if they're representing you in any kind of way, please stop. You shut up. I choose that you cannot represent me anymore. This is your right. They cannot impose themselves as your representatives, doesn't matter, in church. The priests, the popes, and all the other, crap of the entourage in the churches are representing you before God. Can you imagine the men who wear skirts, abolish women, pretending they don't do any, let's call it, dirty sexual activities, abusing, eating, sacrificing children, and they're there to tell you how to talk with God? Oh, come on. Come on. Blunt it is, but it's true. Can you feel my line? If I'm lying in any kind of way, or you sense that it is all the biggest, bullshit ever, make me a message, send me an email, make a video message stating that these are real representatives that you want to give your life and energy and source energy for. Do you know whose God is He, or who's their God? God in this case with small letter G, small letter O, and small letter D. You're actually praying to the vices of society that was based on lie, deception, and theft of you in your sovereign energy. So you would, decide or be convinced not to raise any kind of voice against it, saying it's enough, I don't go to church. But not many, still in billions, are still going into church and still giving this fake money to these guys, besides their energy. So their double, triple whammy for these priests and the energetic thieves of Satan to just steal you. They steal you from any angle they choose from, because you are not sovereign. So, going back to secrecy. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, FBI, Secret Society of Jesuit Order, a secret society of Ku Klux Klan white knights with the dirty underwear, or maybe no underwear. CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. They want to be central in every single aspect of your life, so that's why they're keeping everything under the secret. Intelligence, not so much, but they are managed by Central Intelligence or whatever artificial intelligence thing that's basing everything on the secrecy. You cannot know that this thing is not even alive. You cannot know what they're spraying in the sky. You're not allowed to ask questions because it's forbidden knowledge, since whatever, they put a stamp for the president eyes only. Fuck the president. You have a right to know what aliens are doing here on Earth. Since whenever. You have absolute right to know. So nobody, no governments, no NATO, no NASA, no Area 51 or any kind of other alien organizations or agencies or secret societies are actually allowed for you not to know. But there is a trick. They make you obedient so you don't even dare to ask. They will tell you, oh, if you go across the fence, Area 51, you'll be arrested, shot, or maybe even taken by the aliens. Which aliens? Aliens are there. We're taking humans for centuries. The underground cities were existing for centuries. I mean, more than centuries, but. And you're pretending that we are all living in a civilization where a city is full of the technology, cars, they are driving almost by itself, and they're wasting a blood of earth. Again, if you go by this on purpose, why they keep a secret new technology, free technology, clean technology from the humans? Because they want you to be blamed for what you're driving these stupid cars. They're using a gasoline and oil. Oil is an oil. Well, Christ is an oil. Christos is a sacred oil of earth. And you're sacrificing it every moment that you drive. You're sacrificing Christ every moment that you taking a plastic things in your life and abusing it, not even thinking what you're doing. So imagine your karma. You don't have to imagine, I mean, it shows. It shows. This is walking, overcrowded closets of garbage. People walking around. Please go into direction of self-discovery by discovering when others are lying to you, when governments is lying to you, when mainstream media comes with fake news, a list of a fake, in the quotes, sites or internet alternative media. Who are they to tell you what is fake, what is not? It's up to you to choose what you want to hear. But if you hear a lie, you cannot just be an ignorant frog sitting in your, pile of shit and doing nothing. You cannot be anymore. Stand up. Stand up like Julian, like Snowden, like hundreds of brave souls who just telling their truth. And I saw today a beautiful young man, Seaman, his last name. YouTube start making ridiculous claims on his videos. Journalist who is not allowed to talk about openly, let's say, on YouTube or Google, openly about Pizzagate or Pedophilia Gate or Clinton as, absolute, clone walking, not even able to walk properly on the planet, and many millions of you Americans decided to vote for her. Don't tell me you've been under pressure. You're under pressure from the day that you're going through the birth canal, and the pressure never stopped. Because you don't want to choose by your own heart. You're letting others choosing for you. Wrapping everything in secrecy, in non-transparency, and always putting a blame on the one who doesn't react on the lies. I'm going back to the energy. It is energy that is driving you down. This energy is killing you. Because you're carrying a blame that somebody else decided to tell you a lie and you ate it. So it's like you're eating all day long a poison things, bad fruit. When would be enough? You tell me. When you stop blaming anybody around and start you be the one who takes the responsibility to finally tell your truth. You ever heard of Cobra? A dude, one of the New Age leads from so-and-so resistance planet, they're going to save the earth. Okay? What he was doing, I even didn't know until I met him personally. Is it he or she, or is it, or it's some kind of hybrid between the reptile and not so human? Exactly what it was. Why he using a modulated voice? I made jokes on some of my videos before. If you have a chance, find it. I made him a poem. Why they so secretive? Why there is no picture of him, even if I posted his pictures all over the internet? When I had the ability to do this, I did. In a couple of weeks later, my site was crushed down and removed. So it did not harm me in any way. I did my task. I went even to his, call it, presentation. 3 days of mantra for the god of Sirius. Oh, come on. I hope your Cobra followers, you'll learn the truth soon. Did you question why he's doing this in so secrecy? Why he cannot sit in front like many of us truthful people? If I tell you some kind of garbage, you can simply tell me it's a garbage, okay? I don't want to hear. I absolutely admire when somebody do this. Okay, it's garbage for you. Maybe for some will not be. But it's matter what I am doing. So my intent is to show you that what you could and actually should do to actually clean yourself. We are carrying a collective debt of bad energies, galactic wars, deceit, lies through millennia and millennia. We're carrying it in this particular moment. If we say nothing, if we do nothing, if we continue living in ignorance towards our prime creator who gave us a free choice, gave us a free will, and he's still doing it, doing his best to not to overcome and basically clean everything for us. He could do it in a blink of your eye. It could be done, but this is not the point. Point is that you, me, every single one of us start standing and start saying, this is not good, this is lie, I don't want to be under your authority anymore. Fuck off. How many videos you have from Martin Luther King or Gandhi or whoever of these truthful people that they're hiding behind a curtain and a little Wizard of Oz going like, we'll modulate our voice so they cannot recognize how weak and afraid we are. Exactly what they are. They're not wizards, they're dark magicians of the Satan. Satan, it's not a man, it's not a being, it's a collective creation of artificial intelligence entity become, let's call it, technologically conscious, that he can control every single one of us who allow, or of you who allow, because I don't do this anymore. Maybe I was, but I chose not to be in control of anybody by relinquishing control from everybody. So basically, here is your choice. Take it or leave it. Leave it as it was, and you will be no more. Here and there, a couple of months, years, you'll be gone. Or if you take this challenge and you start telling the truth to whoever around, that you hear they are telling a lie, and you tell him in their face, please stop lying. It's just as enough to change your energetics to become absolutely accepted on this new planet of Earth.